Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be flying the ASK-21 at Texas Soaring Association. So come on down and visit us. And the great thing is about flying sailplanes, you don't need a medical. Go to www.texassoaring.org for more information. It's also in the description of this video too as well. The club has 3 of these ASK-21s and they're perfect. Absolutely perfect for primary beginner instruction. It's also suitable for cross-country flying and aerobatic instruction. This will be my second solo flight and I flew about an hour. So in this video I'm going to go through my thought process as I fly the ASK-21. So let's see the action from the start and here we go. This is the information I'll be displaying in real time. I'm using a Contour video camera that has a built-in GPS data logger. So on the left side we're showing ground speed. That's not airspeed, so don't get that confused. On the top we're showing elapsed time and miles traveled. On the right hand side we're showing the rate of climb indicator as measured in feet per minute. On the right hand side we're showing the altimeter. Please note we're about 660 feet above sea level, so in this example we're about 600 feet above the ground. Okay, here we go, we're ready for takeoff.
04 Lima departing 18 glider in tow, TSA.
Okay, I've already determined that I have a crosswind from the right to left. Look at that yaw string, that's an indication. As we begin to accelerate, I'm holding the right aileron down to compensate for that crosswind. Now soon I'll be off the ground before the tow plane. I've got to hold it on the deck. I can't get too high, maybe just 5 feet off the ground until the tow plane gets airborne. Now as soon as the tow plane's off the ground, you're going to notice he's going to make an immediate right-hand turn. Why would he do that? The reason is it allows me the opportunity to turn back to the airport, turning less than 180 degrees and land downwind. At 200 feet above the ground, I can safely make a turn back to the airport and land downwind. That's part of your training. So between 200 and 600 feet, I can turn back to the airport and land downwind. As I approach 600 feet coming up above the ground, I can do what's called an abbreviated pattern. An abbreviated pattern just simply means that we're going to turn back toward the airport, but we're going to have time to do a downwind, maybe a base, and a final approach. It may not be all exact, but the idea is that we'll probably land back at the airport on the runway. Now in this phase we'll be climbing up to an altitude of about 3,000 feet or 3,600 feet as shown on the altimeter. The tow plane pilot already has information that I'll be releasing at about 3,000 feet AGL, and that's what we're climbing to on this solo flight. Okay, I'm approaching my target altitude release. I have my left hand on the release handle. There we go. And immediately I'm going to pull up and make a right turn of about 270 degrees. The tow pilot is going to make a left turn descending so we can separate and move further apart. At this point I'm just going to trim it out for minimum sync, as you'll hear in just a second.
Okay, we're going to set it up for minimum sync speed, which is about 42. Trim it. See if we can find a thermal.
Now this is flying in December, but I was able to find some marginal lift, somewhere between 1 and 200 feet per minute rate of climb. I started my flight training October 1, and I soloed about mid-December. So I can't wait for the summer flying season. I want to experience that lift that's at least 500 feet a minute or better. So anyway, here comes our next portion of the video. We're going to set up for our landing approach, and we'll go through the thought process with you as I go through it. Alright, if you'll notice, the elapsed time now has been about 48 minutes and I've traveled about 40 miles. But please note that 40 miles was a lot of circles in between, I'll guarantee you that. So anyway, let's set her up and start the landing. I'm going to start my landing approach upwind. That's a good place to be. Upwind makes it a lot easier to get back to the airport. As I enter the pattern, I'm going to make an announcement over the radio for TSA traffic.
TSA traffic, a red 21 is on the left downwind for 18 TSA traffic.
Now as we set up the downwind pattern, I'm going to use the phrase U-stall, which stands for undercarriage, speed, trim, air brake, look, and land. And I just repeat that to myself over and over.
Look and land, look and land. Speed, trim, air brake. Look and land, look and land. Look and land, look and land. I'm going to keep a tight pattern. Full spoilers out right now.
If you have an interest in learning to fly gliders and sailplanes, come on down. Just look us up online. Look up the Texas Soaring Association. That's texassoaring.org. If you look up the YouTube video description, you'll find additional helpful information about our club. Hope you enjoyed this video, and take a look at my other videos online. And we'll see you in the air next time. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah!